Hello there, Calebby here. Now, this video I'm going to share with you what exactly is investing. Now, what's the difference between investing and saving? What's the difference? By the end of this video, you will be able to tell the difference between investing and saving. Some very optimistic people would say that they don't need savings, they can put all their money into investing, and some of them even claim that they should put all their every single dollar that they have into investing so that they can get the highest return, that they will be able to buy a big mansion, big car, and be able to retire early, to enjoy life to its fullest. You know, they have the quote, YOLO, you only live once. And let me tell you what is that. That is a recipe for disaster.
A date which will live in infamy.
Because anything that can go wrong will go wrong. I'm going to briefly describe investing. So investing is setting aside money that you could spare, money that you do not need for the foreseeable future. So it could be 5 years, 10 years. So these finances, this money that you have investing, you are hoping for it to get a higher return than a savings account, a higher return than putting it in a bank's current account. So investing has also been used to describe other finite resources like time. So you invest time to go and take up a course, to study for your degree, for your diploma, hoping or believing that in the future this investment of time or money or both would turn out well for you, would be able to give you more value, make you more money, make you more skillful. Now, for instance, you can hit the like button down below and hit the subscribe button. Nah, kidding. But seriously, you should invest your time to hit that like button. Nah, I'm kidding. Or am I? Alright, so like I said, investing is putting aside a finite resources in the hopes that in the future it would be higher in value. So what is value? Value, according to Google, says that value is the importance, worth or usefulness of something. So for investing, more or less most of the time, there will be a need for a temporary sacrifice for a long-term future gain in value of whatever it is. And if you remember in the last video, we have briefly spoke about emergency funds. Now, I would really remind you that before investing, you will need to have an emergency fund, a liquid emergency fund where you can draw out finances in any situation in the next 3 to 6 months. You would question, then how do I save? Now, savings is pretty simple. If your total income from your work, if you are an employee, or from dividends, from your capital gains, if all those income are more than your expenses, you will have the excess which you can then invest. Make sense? Say you put in all your finances into a fixed deposit, or you buy a bond or any form of investing, maybe buy a share of the company from the local stock exchange. So in this 3 to 6 month period, let's say you have an emergency, your pet is sick, or your pet dog, pet cat, rabbit, you need to bring it to the vet. You do not have any savings, you need to be forced to sell your shares in the company, which as we all know, the market will fluctuate. So today it could be $5 for your share, tomorrow it could be $4 or $6, but you'll be forced to sell your share, which is not a good idea. Or let's say it is in you have placed your money into fixed deposit. By withdrawing from the fixed deposit, usually there would be certain fees, and you might have to forego the interest that you have earned thus far. So that is why emergency funds are so important. It's very crucial to have the emergency fund set up first, this savings set up first before you go on to investing. So now say you already have savings and emergency fund properly set up. Now we can talk about investing. Now, investing is a long-term play. It could be a long-term play. For the shortest term could be 1 year, but I would advise maybe a longer term play of 5 to 10 years. So in investing, like I said earlier, you set money aside, finances or resources. So in this case, it's finances. You set finances aside, finances that you do not need in the next few years, so that it can grow at a pace of probably 3.5 to 4% and above. Now, why 3.5 or 4% is because of inflation, so that its value does not depreciate due to inflation. Now, what inflation means, if you put $100 under your bed tonight, and 1 year later, due to inflation, this $100 of cash that you have would be worth slightly lesser. You'll be worth probably 90 $96, $97 now, but none of us save money under our bed or under our pillow in metal tin cans. We put them in banks, either in current account or savings account. I highly recommend getting a savings account for your emergency fund. Why? Because savings account, their interest rate could be as high as 3.88% currently from what I've seen, but the realistic percentage that of interest that you will be able to get is probably between 1.5 to 3%. The best thing about having money in the savings account is they are totally liquid. You can withdraw the full sum out any single time. There won't be any additional fee, except that below average monthly minimum balance, the bank would charge you, I think it's like $2 every month when the average deposit falls below this certain threshold. The threshold could be $1,000 to $3,000. If your emergency fund is let's say 12k, then your interest that you could gain by putting them into this emergency fund would be $360 every single year, which means that it's like getting free money or free coffee every single work day morning, because we have like 260 working days in a year, without counting any vacation leave or medical leave that you might take, which works out to be about $1.38. Alright, so now in summary, what's the difference between savings and investing? Now, savings is putting money aside which you will need in case of any emergency. So some people will call it emergency funds. You can call it emergency funds as well. And then for investing is how you can get higher returns for the wealth that you are trying to store up for your retirement or for just to store up wealth. And so this is the end of the video. I hope you learned something today. Now, if you learned something today, please hit the like button. And if you are new to this channel, you can hit the subscribe button. YouTube will notify you of all our future videos.